know that your heart rate can actually predict your stress levels even before you actually feel stressed? In fact, heart rate variability is one of the best tools in measuring the nervous system balance. Welcome if you're new to my channel. My name is Dr. Erica Steele, and this is part of our Intro to Holistic Medicine course, week 6, where we look at stress and its impact on our nutrition as well as our metabolism. If you want to understand stress, HRV tracking, and how to regulate your nervous system naturally, you can register for our free Intro to Holistic Medicine or for one of our wellness collectives where you can deep dive into any subject, whether it's your heart, your nervous system, wherever. Okay, so now let's take a look. So low heart rate actually is linked to increased risk of heart disease, metabolic disorders, and anxiety, according to Cleveland Clinic. And mindfulness and breath work actually improve your heart rate, reducing stress and enhancing recovery, according to Harvard. And so what is your heart rate and what is the heart rate variability? So heart rate actually measures the variation in time between your heartbeats. So it's the time in between your heartbeats. So the higher the heart rate variability, the better the stress resilience and the nervous system balance. So when it's low, we definitely know that the system is taxed. And so it's working too hard, and we want to speed the system up and make sure that it works more optimally or more efficient. So how do we track our heart rate? So you can track with devices like Oura Ring, Whoop, Apple Watch. Those can all track it. I also got just this really cheap monitor. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them on TikTok Shop. They're about $20-$30, and that can do it as well. So there's a lot of different devices that are out there that, can provide that information. So you just have to look. And so the higher the heart rate, naturally, the better the stress adaptation, the lower the heart rate, the chronic stress overload. So if your heart rate is higher, you definitely have learned to adapt under stress, which may or may not be a good thing, depending on how you look at it. But the lower the heart rate definitely lets us know that the system, the nervous system in general, really is overloaded. And so low heart rate is often associated with higher inflammation and blood sugar imbalances. So a lot of times the metabolic system is tied to your heart rate variability. So improving your heart rate can also improve your digestion, your metabolism, and even your overall recovery. Because let's think about it. If your body thinks that your mind rather thinks that your body is being chased by a tiger, you're not going to digest well. You're not going to assimilate well. It's just not going to work. And so how do we improve our heart rate? So the first step I would say is building awareness, tracking, finding out what your average numbers are. That's really important. I've seen them as low as 60, as high as 90 upwards, right? And so we really want that sweet spot. I like it about 70, but you can definitely push it up into 80s and even 90s, just depending. I just like to keep it at that nice, balanced, relaxed state. Maybe it's because I'm usually trending low, so going too high, definitely don't want to shock my nervous system. So breath work and meditation actually activates the vagal nerve, which runs through that midline and allows you to get into that rest and digest. Also, hydration and electrolyte balance also support the nervous system function, and therefore you'll have better heart rate variability as a response, and consistent movement in addition to quality sleep. So making sure your circadian rhythm is working, making sure that you are efficiently, taking care of yourself, and making sure that you're having movement all keeps you within optimal range. So go ahead and get your heart rate monitor. Again, you can get them from any kinds of different places and start tracking your heart rate. So now we're looking at the combination of your pH levels with your nutrition. So you should be on an alkaline diet at this point, checking your nutrition. And now we're going to be adding our heart rate. So we're going to be looking all of these metrics all at once. And so we'll be able to make some decisions and make some different choices for our health overall.